Okay, hello everybody, and welcome back. So today we are going to be doing something very different. If you've been subscribed for a while, you'll know I did a few videos where I showed my face, probably 3 or 4 months ago now, but yeah, this is the first time we're back here in a while. So what we're going to be talking about today is the things that I think about and the things that I believe are the reasons to my own happiness, and what I hope, at least, that will maybe in some way help anybody who watches this to, maybe it's just something to think about. Now, first of all, I understand that everybody is different. Everybody has different circumstances. Everybody has different mindsets towards certain things, but I think that perhaps these are some ideas that can potentially help some people, and if it even helps one person, then that's okay by me. So I would urge you to drop a comment down below, sharing things that maybe help you if you're not feeling great and you need a little bit of happiness. Because, as I mentioned, everybody's different, and so not everyone might agree with what I say in this video, and that's totally fine. But your comment might be something that resonates with someone who reads it, so you never know, you might just help someone out. So put down in the comments what you think helps you with your happiness, and you're just, in general, what helps you out. And yeah, who knows, maybe you can help someone as well. So I just have a few things to say before we get going. I don't have a script, as you can probably tell already. I don't have a script. I think it's a very sensitive issue, and so I think I want to be as real as possible. And for me, that would mean having no script, just going off the cuff. I could very well write loads of things down and just read them off, but I don't think that would come across as very genuine, and I think this video needs to be approached with a mindset of being genuine, if that makes sense. As I said before, these are purely things that work for me. They might, you might disagree, but this is what works for me, and so I wanted to share it. And this isn't really approached from any sort of scientific or, psychological perspective. There's no hard science and facts to back up any of what I'm saying. It's purely from a sort of practical context in what has worked for me in the past. So, with that said, I hope you enjoy. I really, really hope that this video helps at least one person to maybe think about something, puts an idea in someone's head that maybe they hadn't thought of before, and if I can even do that, then I think it'd be worthwhile. And yeah, I just thought I'd like to make a video about something like this. So yeah. Now, I'd say my first point is quite small. It's not, I don't have as much to say about it as I do with other points, but I think my first point would be to celebrate the small victories and to not feel guilty about celebrating those victories. It can literally be anything at all. It could be anything. It could be you find some spare change in your pockets that you didn't know was there. You wake up and you find out that your favourite series has been renewed. Try and get as much as you can from those small victories, because there's a quote that I really like, to the effect of something. I wouldn't be able to say it directly, but the basic premise of it is that we spend our lives how we spend our days. So ultimately, our lives are a product of what we do each day. So if you can be happy and celebrate those small victories in those moments, that will theoretically mean that you are happier over a longer period of time, if that makes sense. And the second part of that, about not feeling guilty about celebrating those victories, we do have these things in our lives. We take these big wins. We might land a new job, or I recently graduated from university, which I was very happy about. But those sorts of things don't come along so often, right? You know, if we're relying on these very sort of few and far between moments as our source of happiness, then we're going to be waiting a long time, right? So celebrate the small victories, celebrate small bits of progress that you make towards any goals that you have. You know, if you're trying to learn a language and you even learn one more word in that language, celebrate that victory because you've made a little bit of progress. And to that point about making little bits of progress, you know, be happy about the fact, be happy about any progress you make towards anything, because there's going to be days when you don't feel up to it. There's going to be days when, you know, you just wake up and you just think, I really can't be bothered today. I don't want to do anything. I would consider myself a happy person. Nearly knocked the mic over. I would consider myself a very happy person, but at the same time, everybody has bad days. Everybody has days where they wake up, they don't want to do anything. They don't feel the best. Bad things keep happening. I think you've got to try and make as much progress as you can every day, and celebrate every bit of progress that you make, because you have at least done something. You know, I think the only example I would have from my personal life would be, one of my hobbies is the gym. I like going to the gym. I don't consider myself in crazy shape like, you know, some people do, but like it's just one of my hobbies. I enjoy it just the same way as I enjoy making these videos, or I enjoy anime, you know, just like that. And sometimes I just can't be bothered going. I don't want to do it, but if I go, even if I have a bad session, I will feel good about that, because at least I went, you know, I tried, and I will have made a little bit of progress, even if it's just a tiny, tiny, tiny little bit. I will have made that tiny bit of progress. So, yeah, celebrate the small victories and celebrate every small bit of progress. I mentioned it previously, briefly, but, you know, don't feel guilty for what you like. Don't try and find deeper meaning in what you like. You know, I think some people, and listen, I understand that some people are victims of their own minds to a much greater extent than others are, and a lot of the time they perhaps can't do anything about the way they feel about something, but I think if you like something and, you know, it's within the bounds of the law and it's not hurting anyone else, then, you know, why should you have to feel guilty about it? And that's one of the, I don't know, I don't have a problem with the term a guilty pleasure, but I just think, like, if you like something, you like it, you know. What's the problem with that? Like, you know, you don't have to feel bad for liking something. You don't need to find a reason for liking something. If you like it, you like it, and that's great, because that's going to bring you happiness, right? So my overarching point from this is, don't feel guilty about what you like, and don't try and find deeper meaning in it. And that goes for liking things, that goes for liking people, you know. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who maybe you have someone that you like that potentially your friends don't like, and they might not directly make you feel bad for liking them, but you might feel in some way guilty about liking that person just because your friends don't like them, or your family don't like them, or something like that. You know, no one else can explain the reasons why you like someone other than you, you know, and that goes for things, that goes for people, that goes for anything. Don't find deeper meaning in it. Don't feel guilty about it. Just like it. You like what you like. You are who you are, and don't be apologetic about that. So yeah, that would be another one of my points. Would be just don't feel in any way guilty about liking people or liking something. You know, if you like it, and there's nothing you can do about that. for us as people to see the ways in which other people live their lives. Influencers, they have this larger-than-life lifestyle. They travel all the time. They have amazing houses, amazing lifestyles. They wake up at 6 o'clock. They run up a mountain. They have a smoothie, and they've done all of that by 8 o'clock in the morning, and that's great. I'm in no way trying to, discourage anyone from being the best version of themselves. That's not what this is about. But at the same time, people get too caught up in the ways in which other people live their lives. People get way too caught up in trying to be like other people. Take things at your own pace. I'm in no way trying to suggest that you should be satisfied with not making any progress and with not having any goals. I think it's very important to have goals, albeit, small ones that are achievable. I think that is a huge part of goal setting, is having goals that are achievable, and splitting things up into achievable goals. But at the same time, I think we can get very caught up in, and this goes for several aspects. It's not just like seeing influencers online, it could be your friends, especially I think when you get to this sort of age of maybe late 20s, early 30s, you may have friends who have got married, that you may have friends that have kids, you may have friends that have nice cars, that have big houses, and you may feel in some way, inferior for not having that yourself, but I don't think that should be the case at all. It's very important to understand that everyone lives life at their own pace. Everybody has a unique set of circumstances that and factors that affect the way that in which they live their lives, whether that be their upbringing. Wealth is obviously a big one on several levels. If some people don't have the capital to live these lifestyles yet, they see it and they feel bad because they can't do it. But yeah, I just think that we do get too caught up in how other people live their lives, and as much as I'm also not discouraging anyone from idolising people and thinking of people as role models, I think that's fantastic. I think if you see the way someone lives their life and you think, I'd love to do that, and you want to get there, and you start to put that in motion, and you're starting to make those little bits of progress that I was talking about before, I think that's fantastic. That's great, because ultimately you're doing that in service of you hopefully being happy, right? But at the same time, I don't think you should go the other way and feel bad if you can't do that. And like I say, the extreme example is the influencers that have these crazy lifestyles. They wake up at crazy times and get so much done in the day and all of this. And obviously, people like Andrew Tate have really not helped the situation when it comes to that. But yeah, do things at your own pace. Be satisfied with the progress that you've made, and understand that people do things at different paces. You're never going to get married at the same time as all of your friends. You're never going to have kids at the same time as all your friends. You're never going to get a promotion at work at the same time as your friends. It just doesn't happen that way. Everyone has their own ways of going about things. Everyone has their own way of living life, of making progress, of doing all of these things, and that's down to loads of things. But yeah, we have to understand that we just need to live life at our own pace. I think, again, my opinion, completely my opinion. But yeah, that would be, I think, my main point is don't get swept up with other people too much. Again, idolising people and having a role model, I think, is important in a way. I think role models do help you to achieve goals, and that's great because that's progress and that's betterment of yourself, and that's only ever a good thing. But at the same time, don't get too caught up in wanting to be someone else, because it's so cheesy and it's been said so many times times by so many people, but you are the only you. You're the only person who is exactly like yourself. And, you know, people will have surrounded you for a reason because they like who you are. So, you know, don't feel inadequate and feel like you have to change because you see someone else living a lifestyle and living a way that you perceive to be better. I don't think you should feel inadequate for that at all. I think, you should ultimately live life at your own pace for sure. I think that's my main point, is do things at your own pace, live life at your own pace, and do the things that make you happy. Don't feel bad about those things. And, you know, if it's something that you like doing and you enjoy doing and you think that people in your lives would you know, sort of look unfavourably on you for doing those things, then so what? Just do them anyway, because we aren't here for a long time, are we? I mean, it's, again, cliche, said before, all of these things, but yeah, we're not here for long. So you have to spend your life doing the things you want to do. So yeah, as I say, all of these things have been my opinion. I'm not some wise guru sat atop a mountain in conversation with the gods. It's just my thoughts. Again, I would consider myself quite happy. I'm very content with where I am in life, and I always have been. So those are the things that work for me. Those are the things that I take comfort in. Trying to make progress on bad days, knowing that you are going to have bad days. You'll always have bad days, but doesn't mean it has to stay that way. Things will get better, for sure. If you're at the bottom, the only way is up, all that sort of stuff. It's cliche, but it's true. So yeah, I think I've rambled quite a lot there. I mean, this is a ramble, that's what it is, but yeah. I hope you've enjoyed. I really hope that if you've made it this far, I've at least said one thing that maybe you've either not thought about or maybe that you needed to hear. And as I said, please, in the comments, drop what works for you, because someone might have watched this video and what I've said doesn't particularly resonate with them. They might go into the comments and might read your comment and they might think, oh, hang on, yeah, I understand that more. So please, down in the comments, please drop what you think, weighing in on this. What are the things that help you stay happy or help you to get feelings of happiness and all that sort of thing. So yeah, with all of that said, thank you ever so much for watching. If you've enjoyed, and if you go on to enjoy any of my other content after watching this video, then if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. Obviously it's a massive help. You guys all know that, but the main thing is it just helps me know that I'm on the right path, you know. So yeah, thank you ever so much. I really hope you've enjoyed. I really hope you have a great day. I hope you have a great week, month, year, life.